In a world saturated with shifting opinions, fleeting connections, and constant information, the simple act of trusting another person can feel daunting. We are taught from a young age that trust is the foundation of all relationships. This includes friendships, romantic partnerships, families, and even professional networks. Yet, as we move through adulthood, many of us encounter moments when this foundation feels shaken or even shattered by betrayal. I have found myself, on more than one occasion, grappling with the aftermath of broken trust, questioning not only those who have hurt me, but the very nature of trust itself. In these moments, I have wondered, are others navigating the same storm? Is this erosion of trust a universal challenge of our time? Betrayal by someone close, be that a friend, a partner, or a family member, cuts deeply. It is not just the act itself that wounds, but the sense of safety and belonging that is lost. I remember a time when a friend shared something I told them in confidence, and the sting of that moment lingered far beyond the initial shock. Suddenly, the world seemed less stable, less predictable. The pain is compounded by an internal dialogue. If I could be betrayed by someone I trusted so completely, how can I trust anyone else? Emotional consequences ripple outward, coloring our interactions and shaping our expectations. We become more cautious, sometimes withdrawing from relationships altogether to avoid being hurt again. This instinct to protect ourselves is natural, but it can also create unintended barriers to genuine connection. At times, I've wondered if my struggle with trust is unique, or if others feel this same unease. In conversations, I've heard echoes of my own story. Friends who carry scars from betrayals, colleagues who hesitate to open up, and family members who keep certain emotions safeguarded. If you have ever felt wary of trusting again, you are far from alone. Trust issues, in their many forms, are a common experience in some of our relationships. By acknowledging this, we can begin to normalize the struggle, offering ourselves and others compassion rather than judgment. I invite you to reflect. Have you too found it hard to trust after being let down? What helps you move through that pain? What I find most insidious about betrayal is how its shadow stretches far beyond those who have wronged us. I have noticed that my own distrust sometimes extends to people who have done nothing to deserve it, be that acquaintances, new colleagues, or sometimes even strangers. This widespread caution can make social interactions tense, leading us to misread intentions or assume the worst. The fear of being deceived or disappointed again can keep us on guard, closing us off from the possibility of new and meaningful connections. Over time, this can foster a sense of isolation, making the world feel like a less welcoming place. The journey to rebuild trust is neither quick nor linear, but it is possible. Healing begins with self-compassion, acknowledging the hurt without letting it define you. I've learned to look for patterns of trustworthy behavior, like consistency, honesty, and respect for boundaries as signs that someone is worthy of my trust. It helps to start small, offering trust in manageable amounts and observing how it is handled. Setting clear boundaries is also essential. Please keep in mind that this is not about being suspicious, but rather about honoring your own needs and your comfort level. Importantly, rebuilding trust does not mean ignoring red flags or forcing yourself to trust everyone. Rather, it's the practice of discerning who has earned a place in your inner circle. To open up to trust again, we must remember that not everyone is untrustworthy. Most people are capable of kindness, loyalty, and respect, even if a few have let us down. Pay attention to actions over words. Trust is built through repeated experiences of reliability and care. Seek out relationships where open communication is valued and where apologies and accountability are present when mistakes happen. Protect your heart, but do not build walls so high that no one can climb them. Practice vulnerability in small ways and celebrate each time your trust is honored. Over time, these experiences will help restore your faith in others and in yourself. Remember, the world is full of people who, like you, are searching for genuine bonds. By approaching others with discernment and an open heart, you create the possibility for healing, growth, and meaningful relationships. Trust is a fragile bridge between hearts, easily damaged, but also capable of being rebuilt. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, to trust wisely, and to seek connection, even after being hurt.